Burlison from Missouri.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. From what I gathered from this hearing, the term sanctuary cities seems to mean a sanctuary only for criminals. Throughout this hearing, we have heard countless examples of illegal immigrants with criminal histories being allowed to roam free in these cities and continue to commit crimes and violence against American citizens that should never have happened. The bottom line is that sanctuary policies are a violation of federal immigration laws. The states, when they enacted the Constitution in Article 1, Section 8, Clause 4, made it very clear that it's in the purview of the federal government, not the states, to determine these policies. States shouldn't be flaunting our laws that they gave us the sole responsibility to implement. And yet Chicago, Denver, New York City, and Boston are aiding and abetting in the furtherance of laws and policies that are in direct defiance of the immigration laws that are passed by Congress. This hearing is important for us as Congress to determine ways in which we can use our constitutional powers, such as the power of the purse, to force these and other sanctuary cities into compliance. My first question, I want to ask Mr. Byer. You haven't had a lot of questions today, right?
Not enough.
I want to ask,
Sure.
Okay, so are you aware of how much it costs the American taxpayer per illegal immigrant in the United States, roughly?
Not on a per capita basis, no.
Okay. The budget committee has determined it's almost about $9,000 in net loss per per illegal immigrant.
That's definitely not correct.
Okay, you can question, but that's the group that did the research. So let me ask you this: does Cato support subsidizing creating taxpayer programs to subsidize other people's health care benefits?
No, we don't.
Okay. Does Cato support using taxpayer dollars to support people staying in hotels?
Definitely not.
Okay, just wanted to get that cleared up because I was worried where Cato stood. Mr. Adams, you stated that the migrant crisis. Wait, first I want to ask this question from everybody on the panel. Is there a difference between, if there's a difference between the ICE detainer and a criminal warrant, which one would you honor?
I'm sure I understand the question. You said there's a difference between an ICE detainer and a criminal warrant?
Yes.
We would always honor an ICE detainer that comes with a judicial warrant. That is what the law calls for in the city.
Okay, and do you concur? Is that what you would do?
We always support our criminal warrants with ICE requests, yes.
Okay. Mr. Johnson?
With a criminal warrant, our local police department, with a criminal warrant, will collaborate and cooperate with federal agents.
And Mrs. Wu?
Whenever there's a criminal warrant from any agency, Boston Police enforce it.
Okay. Mr. Johnson, I'm concerned about what's happening, obviously, my neighboring state of Illinois. But you said that you're prepared, let's see, you said that you oppose proposals to eliminate sanctuary protections for illegal immigrants that are convicted of serious crimes. Why do you think it's important to protect even violent criminals?
We do not protect violent criminals. In fact, my top priority is to make sure that the people of Chicago are safe. Our local law enforcement work hard every single day to ensure that. That's why I invested in more detectives so that we can actually solve crime. And as a result of the work that I've done under my leadership, crime has gone down since I've been mayor.
Mrs. Wu, you've said multiple times, you made it very clear that you're a welcoming city, knowing that there is a cost to the taxpayer. What's the acceptable number? Is there any acceptable or reasonable limit that you would consider before your city is overrun?
We are a city that is the safest in the country because everyone feels connected to city services. Everyone can
So
call
there's
911.
you have no answer. There's no capacity that's too
Congressman,
much.
respectfully, I'm the mayor of Boston. I don't get to decide who comes into our country and where they go after that. Our job is to keep people fed and healthy and safe when they arrive in our city. And we do that in order to make sure that everyone across our community is safe. Resources are strained, but I would ask you to please do your job and be part of passing bipartisan legislation that would allow us to do
We
what
did,
want to
we
do.
passed HR 2, but what we've made, what's been made very clear is that we don't need to pass laws. All we need is a new president. My time has expired.
Gentleman, time